Today, concurrent to this exhibition, we are organizing the CEO Conclave and Award function. The concept of CEO Conclave is that we needed to create a platform to discuss short-term and long-term technology strategy for sustainable growth of textile industry in India. The theme of this CEO Conclave is Empowering Textile Through Technology. May I request Chairman Mr. Harishankar and our office bearer Mr. Ketan Sangvi to welcome to former Chief Justice of India, Shri P. Sadashivam. A warm welcome to Shri Rohit Kansal, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Textiles. Welcome to Ms. Prajakta Verma, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Textiles, Government of India. A very hearty welcome to Mr. Rajeev Saxena, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Textiles. A very warm welcome to Ms. Rashi Mahapatra, Textile Commissioner, Government of India. A very dynamic Textile Commissioner who's kept very close interaction with the industry.
Your participation in this elite forum is a beacon of hope for the future of the Indian textile industry. This CEO Conclave is our humble attempt to bring together policy makers along with the industry drivers to create a concrete mold for shaping the future of the textile industry in our country. I am sure the deliberations, discussions, and promising notes in the forum today will help all CEOs, entrepreneurs, and thought-provoking leaders to create an ecosystem that will be ready to overcome any turbulences in the path towards India's $100 billion export milestone.
India ITME Society is unique in its kind of exhibitions as it strengthens the industry by escalating textile manufacturing, supporting in building manufacturing infrastructure by technology upgradation, fostering innovation, facilitating exchange of knowledge, and encouraging foreign direct investment and joint ventures without compromising on enhancing skills and traditional skills of hand-woven sector.
May I very quickly request Chairman and Mr. Ketan Sangvi, Honorary Treasurer, to felicitate our speakers who are experts, technocrats from leading industrialists of various companies. Mr. Rajkumar, Chairman, City and Vice Chairman, India ITME Society. Mr. Shankar, President, Textile Machinery Division, Lakshmi Machine Works.
I have no doubt that we will actually achieve the goal that we have set for ourselves. And in this $350 billion goal, you who represent the textile manufacturing units, who represent the engineering textile fraternity, have an extremely important role to play. You will prove to be the catalyst around which we can leverage growth, around which we can leverage investments, and around which we can ultimately leverage this objective of achieving not just $100 billion in export, but also $250 billion in domestic market.
We need to understand that there are 5 F's which need to be implemented as derived from our Prime Minister. Then we need to see what best we can do in my plant, what is required for country. And that's why I say that let us come over here, listen to our leaders from various industry who can do this.
Though we are facing a lot of challenges at present, however, I am extremely sure that with the strong hand-holding from the government, coupled with a number of decisive policies, Indian textile and apparel industry is all set to become a global leader in time to come, and with a positive demand push, the Indian textile and apparel industry is expected to achieve the desired target of $350 billion market size, including the $100 billion export by 2025-26.
and I'm sure this country can grow to a greater height. And this ecosystem is needed for the textile value chain, and that's what I would urge the policymakers to support the industry and also the enterprises to take the initiative in order to make this vision possible.
The major markets for Indian textile machinery are Turkey, Bangladesh, Germany, North America, and UAE. The recent foreign trade agreements, the free trade agreements so-called, between India and UAE, and the forthcoming FTA with Gulf Cooperation Council, that is GCC, is expected to favor India's textile machinery exports further. The Indian textile machinery has the capability to become globally significant just after China, as other speakers have already pointed about these subjects. The pandemic has led to some trade diversion from China, and Indian textile manufacturers have the capability to plug this gap.
From our side, we will ensure a synergy between different levels of government, different departments of government, and we will not come back and say at least that, this is not my work. If you have any suggestions, raise it to us. I am part of our additional secretary's team, and we will do the needful to take it to the right requirement, instrument development so that it can help.
More and more stakeholder consultations and more pointed discussions on how the new scheme can actually help incentivize sustainable practices, discourage wastage or resource inefficient practices, and also how do we nurture the indigenous technology manufacturers and create an ecosystem of innovation. These are the two things that we are working on, and I suppose that more and more such forums and such platforms will encourage a very frank exchange of ideas.
Skill set is very much required. So we had a detailed interaction with the IIT Delhi, because IIT Delhi is the only IIT which has the textile engineering, and NIT Jalandhar is the only NIT which have the textile engineering. Rest are the state colleges are there. So with our Honorable Minister, the ICT, Department of Higher Education, we have done detailed discussions, and the very important fact that comes to our mind that of all BTech students of IIT Delhi, only 5 to 10% remains in textile engineering.
So we have collected a lot of information from the fellow industry experts, also from the machinery suppliers, and that we have formed as a compendium, as an industry voice. So now I request all the distinguished guests to release this book